Hi all, today's going to be a very quick pickups video because I went to the collector show in St. Hyacinthe, Quebec last weekend and got a few interesting items. For those of you who don't know, the Salon National des Collectionneurs, or the collector show as I call it, is held yearly in St. Hyacinthe, Quebec. So it is a multi-day event where you can get in for 20, 15, 10, depending on your age and the day, and spend all day looking at different collectibles from games to vintage VHS to even antiques. So anything a person could want, generally, you can find there. However, if you spend any time watching this channel, you know that I only have interest in vintage tech, vintage collectibles from my youth, 80s, 90s on up, video games, all that. So let's see what I picked up. Our first pickup was this Super Nintendo.
You've played every Mario game. You conquered every Mario game. You think you've mastered all there is to know about Mario. Well, you better think again. New Super Mario World, made possible by the power of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You've never faced the challenge of so many enemies, so many obstacles, so many levels. You've never needed help from a dinosaur before. Super Mario World, you get it only with a Super NES. It's part of the growing lineup of games for the next generation from Nintendo. You've got to play it. You've got to have it. You've got a reputation. Now you're playing with power. Super power.
Now you might be wondering, why did I pick up a Super Nintendo when, well, I have a couple of them already? And the reason is I have been looking for a one chip. Now, was I successful? Let's take a look. From the outside, this Super Nintendo is very, very dirty. It came with all the controllers, the wires. Unfortunately, when I got home, I took a quicker look at this, and as you can see, one controller is perfectly fine, but the second one, yeah.
There's a hole in the bottom.
I did not notice that at the time, so this is now a parts controller. However, when we took a look at the Super Nintendo, while it isn't super yellowed, I mean, some of it is. Get it? Super yellowed. It is chipped on some of the corners, but the reason I picked it up was I was looking for the one chip and I had never come across a serial number with UN6 before, so I thought to myself, let's take a chance. And unfortunately, that chance was in vain because UN6 does not mean that it's a one chip. If anything, if you're looking for a Super Nintendo with a one chip in North America, you should be looking for UN3. So I guess I just have an extra Super Nintendo lying around now. Next up, we come to, well, some of the games I picked up. So we got this copy of Phantom Fighter for the NES. I'm well underway to get, well, I'm about halfway through my NES collection, so finding this at a reasonable deal was fantastic. And we also got this copy of Art of Fighting for half of what it price charts for, so that was amazing.
Next!
My next pickup was Captain N the Game Master for the Nintendo Comic System. I had no idea that Nintendo Comic System included other things except for Mario, and well, I believe they made Zelda, so finding this at a really good price in fairly good condition, slight tear on the corner, maybe at the bottom, but other than that, it looks great, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. Next up, we have this ColecoVision adapter that I found at one booth with a full ColecoVision, which I already have a ColecoVision, didn't need it. They agreed to sell this separately. This is the cartridge adapter, so what this lets you do, oddly enough, is you can play Atari 2600 games on your ColecoVision. So it has the ports in the front, it has all the controllers here that you would have generally on an Atari, and it plugs in right there, so you can enjoy all your classic Atari games on your ColecoVision. Here we go. Yes, it works. Next up, and what can only be classified as the weirdest item I bought, is this vintage Mario Brothers Christmas stocking. It has definitely been used and loved. As you can see from the mouth here, it's starting to fall apart, but all the pieces are still there. I'm not sure who designed this thing, but it has a creepy kind of vibe to it, but hey, it's vintage Mario. It all looked a little bit off to us back then. I'd seen images of this stocking online before, and when I found it in person, I was struck. I could not believe my luck.
Oh dear Lord!
I got it at a fairly good deal considering, you know, the wear and tear at the mouth. Everything is there, nothing is torn off, and yeah, it is just a really cool vintage Nintendo piece.
Next.
Now, these 3 items I found at one booth and I didn't know what they were. They were pretty far away in the corner and I thought they were books. It turns out these are actually video games for the Leisure Vision of, I believe, the 1970s. Reading up on them a little online, the Leisure Vision was a pretty rare console. I believe it only came out in Canada and did not sell well. And finding these 3 examples, which are sealed in box, brand new, was pretty cool, and I got them at a steal of a deal. And those were my pickups from the show. All in all, I think I did pretty good. I mean, I was looking for odd items that I don't generally see every day, and with the things like, well, the Mario over here and the Leisure Vision games, I think I got fantastic deals and fantastic items. And the best part? It's all gonna happen again April 18th and 19th, 2026 at the Salon National des Collectionneurs.